Something that all narcissists do is they fight dirty. They love to fight dirty. And maybe you are going through some of this right now with the narcissist in your life. I definitely went through these things that I'm going to talk about in this video with the narcissist in my life. One of the things that they do to fight dirty is they go on a smear campaign. And this is where the narcissist basically tells lies about you and tries to discredit you and talk negative about you to pretty much everyone that you know, everyone that they know. Um, at this point, you've figured out the narcissist, you've caught them in some lies. You basically have the goods on them, and they know that you're capable of exposing them. So, to kind of beat you to the punch, they go on a smear campaign to discredit you so that if you do tell the truth, people aren't going to believe you. The smear campaign actually starts before the relationship is even over with the narcissist. I had no idea about this. I had no clue that my ex was going on a smear campaign before we were even broken up. And even after we were broken up, I was really surprised that he was going on a smear campaign. And I ended up hearing the crazy things that he was telling people, and they were just so bizarre. And the interesting thing was they were things that he had done. So don't be surprised if the narcissist goes on a smear campaign and tells people that you're the one who cheated, you're the one who lied, you're the one who used them for money, or whatever the case may be. And in fact, that was actually the narcissist that did all of those things to you. So they love going on a smear campaign. Definitely expect that. They also like to, if they lash out at you, they like to attack your things that are personal to you, things that would be hurtful. I mean, they want to hurt you. They know areas and things that you're sensitive about. Maybe you're sensitive about your weight, something about your appearance. Um, and that's what they'll attack. And this is something my ex did as well. Um, they'll call you fat, they'll call you ugly. If you don't like your nose or your teeth or your weight, your boobs, whatever the case may be, that is what they will attack. And they will say, you're ugly, you're fat, you're this, you're that, you're lucky I even was with you anyway. I'm not even attracted to you. And they try to really hurt you. They fight dirty. They will try to make you cry, tear you down, make you feel horrible about yourself because the narcissists love that. That makes them feel good about themselves. And another thing that they do is they'll compare you to the new supply. So if maybe the new supply is thinner than you, or the new supply is younger, or maybe they have a better job, they went to college, whatever the case is, they will try to compare you to the new supply and point out that the new supply is better than you, that, you're uglier, you're fatter, you're older, you're this, you're that. And this is something my ex completely did, lashing out at me and saying, that the new supply is better in bed. That is a very common thing that the narcissist will do. I mean, not only will they will attack your looks, your appearance, um, they bring up sex and they'll say, "Oh, sex with the new supply is like fun and exciting and just, really spontaneous, and we're just having unbelievable sex, and sex with you was lame, it was boring, you were horrible, I didn't even want to sleep with you, it was the worst sex of my life." And again, these things aren't true, but they're things that the narcissist will tell you to try to tear you down. Any shred of confidence, anything good that you could potentially feel about yourself, they want to smash that to smithereens and completely destroy it. They don't want you to feel good whatsoever about yourself. So they're going to say, they're going to attack your looks. They're going to compare you to the new supply so that you feel terrible about yourself. You're going to start second guessing yourself and going, wow, like, the new supply is like way better than me. And wow, like she seems to have it all together and be like this perfect person. And I'm this and I'm that. And the narcissist gets into your head, and the things that the narcissist tells you, you actually start believing about yourself. So they will say, attack your looks, and you start believing it. And you're like, wow, I do need to lose 20 pounds. I do, I'm getting wrinkles. I'm this, I'm that. And the point is that These things aren't even true. If they were, the narcissist wouldn't even have been with you. Obviously, they had to be attracted to you on some level because they were dating you, they were marrying you, they were having sex with you, they were living with you. Um, and they know that you have these um, insecurities, and that's what they will attack when the relationship is over, especially if you have dumped the narcissist and caused a narcissistic injury in them. That really pisses them off. And then they're out for blood. And that is 100% one of their fighting tactics where they like to fight dirty is attacking your looks, attacking you sexually and saying that, you were bad in bed and whatever, and then comparing you to the new supply. They also attack like your job or your career. Um, my ex called me a loser, and that's something that's very common. They might try to get you fired from your job. They might start harassing you at work. If they might show up to your work and do all kinds of crazy things and literally try to get you fired. That's definitely a tactic that they use to fight dirty. Um, and they will rage out at you. They will rage text you. If you're no longer with the narcissist, that doesn't mean they're going to stop annoying you. They're still going to try to lash out any way that they can. My ex rage texted me like 8 paragraphs of crazy. And, that's when he attacked, oh, you're fat, you're ugly, you're this, you're that, you're a loser, blah, blah, blah. He was comparing me to the ex or the new supply. I mean, he was telling me how he actually typed, quote, I just got done having unbelievable sex with the new supply. Like I care. And it wasn't unbelievable because we all know that narcissists are not good in bed because they have an ability to actually be intimate with somebody. But, so he was lashing out, saying crazy stuff. And that's extremely common. They will lash out all the time over text, block their number. After I got my ex's insane rage text, I changed my phone number. So thank God I haven't heard from him since. Um, but they will rage at you and just say crazy stuff. They try to get, I mean, this goes into the smear campaign as well, but they try to get everybody against you, your friends, your family, even your own children. They will try to turn your kids against you. They will try to turn your family against you, your friends, coworkers. It doesn't matter. They want you to be painted as the enemy. It's not enough for them to just end the relationship with you and immediately get a new person and rub your face in it. They want to destroy you. They want to take your job away by getting you fired. They want to beat down any shred of any confidence that you have left in yourself. And they want to turn people against you. They want to take away all of your friends. They want to take away relationships with you and the kids. They want to destroy you on every single possible level. And they will stop at nothing. They fight unbelievably dirty. They will go and make fake police reports against you. Okay, they might be harassing you, blowing your phone up, driving by your house, showing up at your work, doing these nutball crazy things. And they will turn around and call the police and say that you're doing those things. This is very common that I've seen in my support group where victims of narcissistic abuse talk about how they were stalked and harassed and, um, really just traumatized. And um, the cherry on top is that the narcissist then went and filed charges, made police reports, and said that the victim was the one doing those things to them. And in a lot of cases, the courts can believe the narcissist. We know how convincing they can be. They can put on a show like nobody's business. They're very, very good actors, and they know how to manipulate. And this includes manipulating police, manipulating courts. They're infamous for doing that. If you're going through a divorce with the narcissist and you're fighting over custody of the kids, they will put on a show in front of the court and pull out all the stops. And a lot of times it works. They can make you look unstable. They can make you look crazy. That's what they want to do. That's part of the smear campaign, to make you look unstable and nuts. They don't want anybody to believe you. And they absolutely do this in front of a judge to try to get the kids to get whatever it is that they're after. Maybe they're trying to get a restraining order against you, even though they're the ones harassing you. But they just want it to look on paper like you're the crazy, obsessed person in this relationship, and it's not them. So it's very common for them to make false police reports and try to get you arrested, even. They like to threaten you. They might threaten to kill you. They might vandalize your property or threaten to vandalize your property. They might, you know, they'll come up with all kinds of threats. I'm going to get you fired. I'm going to bleed you dry and take all your money. I'm going to get you evicted. I'm going to take the kids. So they will harass you with threats, basically terrorizing you. They love to threaten. They love to make you scared and get you all riled up and just have you living in fear. That is what the narcissist loves. So they absolutely will stalk and threaten and harass, terrorize you, literally terrorize you to the point that you don't even want to leave your home. Um, they will do things like, they're trying to rub your face in the relationship with the new supply, and they're telling you how great the new supply is and that she's way better than you. And they'll talk about, oh, sex is unbelievable with this new person and it was terrible with you. One of the things that they do, they might send you pictures or videos of him and the new supply engaging in sex acts. This is something that I have seen in my support group many, many times. So it is something that is common with the narcissist. It's not enough that they tell you, oh yeah, I've got this great supply and she's amazing and we just had this kind of kinky sex and we just did this and she's so exciting and fun and you know, you were none of those things. You were terrible. Not only do they tell you about it and they'll even go into detail and tell you about certain things that they're doing. They will actually send you pictures of the new supply. They will take naked pictures of her. Sometimes the new supply isn't even aware that they're being photographed. And the new supply is laying there naked. And the narcissist is sneaking pictures and texting it to you and saying, oh, look at this. Look at how hot she is. Look at how much better she is than you. And we just got done having hot sex. Look at how hot she looks. Or they'll take videos. They'll actually videotape some sort of sex acts. And a lot of times the new supply is oblivious. Maybe they think that they're just taking it for personal use, or they don't even know that they're filming them. And so the new supply most times isn't in on this psychotic behavior that the narcissist is exhibiting. I mean, the new supply is a victim as well. So most times they're not aware, but there are times where the new supply does engage in stalking and harassing you and, just saying really nasty things to you, stalking you on social media. Sometimes they almost become the narcissist flying monkey and they get in on this stalking behavior and this harassment. And now the new supply is doing those things to you as well. Um, they will fight dirty literally in every single way possible, from destroying relationships with your family and children, trying to get you evicted, ruining you financially. If you still have shared finances or credit cards, they will rack up debts and they'll get credit cards in your name and do things to hurt your finances. They'll try to get you arrested. They will get you fired. They will vandalize your car, slash your tires, break out the windshield. They'll do anything. They will put your information on sex sites. If they have your phone number, they have pictures of you. They will put literally profiles of you on various websites, advertising whatever, saying that you're looking for sex, saying this or that. And then they will show this to their friends or your family and say, oh, look what she's doing. She's all over the internet looking to have sex with strange men. And they'll say, oh, look at this, this profile she has on this sex site or this dating site or this or that or whatever the case may be. And, meanwhile, it was the narcissist. They have pictures of you. They have all your information. They'll put your number out there. So maybe all of a sudden you're getting crazy text messages from people. And you're like, okay, what's going on? And it might be people that are on sex sites looking to hook up, looking to do whatever. And they start messaging you thinking that you put this information on a profile and you want to get together. So they will literally stop at absolutely nothing. They 100% want to destroy you, literally in every single way possible. A lot of narcissists want the victims to actually kill themselves. And I'm not being dramatic. A lot of times they actually try to drive you to suicide. Um, you have to remember these people don't have a conscience. These people are very sick in the head. These people are very vindictive and they're downright evil. I mean, they're evil because you can't do the things that they have done if you are a normal person with any kind of empathy or, you know, any kind of normal human emotions. You couldn't sleep at night doing the things that they do. So we know that they're not human. We know that they have no remorse, they have no empathy. So they will stop at nothing. They will literally stop at nothing to bring you down, and they 100% fight dirty. And maybe you're dealing with this. Maybe you've experienced things that I've talked about in this video. I definitely have. And you're really kind of at your wit's end. And it seems like they're never going to stop. Um, the good news is, luckily, narcissists do get bored very quickly. So if you're not playing into the smear campaigning and all of the attacks on you, if you basically go no contact and you just don't even respond, they're not going to keep on and on and on with it if they're not getting anything back. So even if you're giving them, like if you're cussing them out and going off on them, that still gives them a response. That still, they still like that because they're able to get a reaction out of you. If they can't get positive fuel, they will take negative fuel. So they'll even like it when you're cussing them out and saying vicious things back to them. If you finally reach that breaking point where you're like, you know what, that's it. I'm sick of taking the high road. I'm going to lay into this person. They still get a supply from that. So the best way to get them to just leave you alone is don't engage, because they have very short attention spans. They get very bored. And if they're getting nothing from you, no response, no fuck you, no, even if you just type leave me alone, they love that because they're like, oh, great, I'm bothering her. She's getting stressed out. She's like losing her mind. This is great. Don't even text anything. And if they're not getting anything from you, they're always hunting for new supply. So if you're not responding whatsoever, they'll eventually get bored of messing with you. If they don't get any return of anything, then they're kind of like, this is kind of boring. It seems like she's not really getting frustrated with me. It seems like she's not that annoyed with my antics. So they get bored and they just finally move on. And they will always have new supply. So they will be busy with the new supply, love bombing them and annoying them, and they will eventually leave you alone if you're not engaging. They're not going to just keep on and keep on if they get nothing out of it. Move, change your phone number, do whatever you have to. I was fortunate enough. I mean, I know that that's not realistic in a lot of cases. If you own a home, you can't just up and sell your house and move across the country to get away from somebody. But if you're in a situation where you can move, definitely consider that, because if they are doing things like showing up at your house, or you're concerned about them doing something to your vehicle or something like that, and they know where you're living, you don't want them messing with your car. I was able to move to a different city. I changed my phone number a few days after getting his insane rage texts. So luckily, I haven't heard from my narcissist in 8 months now. So it's a huge relief. And I love the city I live in. And, I don't have to worry. I mean, even now, I still worry about bumping into the narcissist. I wasn't able to move out of state or anything. So I'm still in the general area, which sucks, but it's still more peaceful knowing that he's not just going to show up at my door. Um, and if you're able to switch jobs, maybe the narcissist works with you. Maybe you dated a coworker and you broke up and you're both still there, and now they're messing with you at work and they're trying to get coworkers against you. They're making up stories. They're trying to get you fired. Um, if you have to see the narcissist every single day, my heart goes out to you, because luckily I'm not in that situation, and I couldn't imagine having to see the person who terrorized me and I have to see them 40 hours a week. That would be brutal. And the narcissist is getting off on every minute of that. So if you are able to quit your job and get a different one, I mean, I would 100%, try to do that, because as long as the narcissist is in your life in any capacity, there's no real peace. And if you're working with them and they're going out of their way to try to, like, make it look like you're screwing up at work and they're trying to get you fired, I mean, it would just be pure hell. So basically, do whatever you can to get away from them. Move, change your number, block them on all social media. That is like imperative, because for one, they're going to be putting the new supply all over social media. You don't need to see that. And you don't want them sending you messages, and you don't want to play into their nonsense. You don't want to play into their game and all of their little fighting dirty tactics. Um, and if you have to, get a restraining order. I mean, if you're not in a position where you can just, move and uproot your life, which, let's face it, most people aren't in that position, then go get a restraining order. And again, I know that restraining orders in a lot of ways are kind of useless. It's a piece of paper and people walk through restraining orders all the time. However, it is something to get on paper. It's something to present to the court. It is something that if they do violate the restraining order, they can get arrested. And it's just one of those extra steps to take to protect yourself against the narcissist. Um, but yeah, I think I covered everything that I really wanted to get into in this video. If I've missed anything, leave it in the comments. Maybe you're going through this right now with the narcissist in your life and they're fighting dirty. And let me know what kind of tactics employs the narcissist is doing to you. Um, you know, what ways are they trying to terrorize you? Because I guarantee you they are trying to terrorize you, especially if they have a narcissistic wound. They will not stop. As long as they know it's bothering you and as long as you're engaging back. Once you no longer engage, and if you've moved or changed jobs or changed your numbers, and it just becomes extra work for the narcissist to get in touch with you, they're not really going to do it. I mean, if they know, listen, I can't really get any more supply from this person, I'm not going to go out of my way to try to track this person down and jump through all of these hoops to contact them when they're just going to ignore me anyways. They will eventually go away. They will find a new supply. They will get sick and tired of you not engaging, and they will get sick and tired of you always ignoring them. And at that point, they will go away. My narcissist has completely left my life. I quit engaging him, and that's it. I have nothing to do with him. I haven't heard from him, nothing. So hopefully this video was helpful to you guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.